It became institutionalized. It became ritual. It just became one of those things that you have to do. We do it all the time. We always, even when we're teaching our children, we'll always tell them what they need to do. In our madaris, in our majalis, what you need to do is pray. What you need to do is hajj. You need to pay zakat. You need to pay khums. You're telling them what they need to do. And the why is only because you'll go to hell. You need to do this because if you don't, you'll go to hell. And heaven, for us, is just simply a byproduct of the fact that we're not going to hell. As if Allah was this tyrant that is willing to punish and waiting to punish mankind. This is that mentality. And it happens when we forget the why, when we don't inspire people with the why. Why is it that our children are leaving the masjid, they're leaving the Husayniyah, they're not returning back, they don't have that desire, they don't have that passion? Because they don't know why they should do what you're telling them to do. When we explain the why, then from that we derive passion, we derive desire. So now that we've understood the why and the what, we come to how do we stop the Shia genocide in Pakistan? How can we bring about something? How do we respond to it? And I have a few ideas in regards to that. The first way, after understanding the why, the what, and then when we come to how we can stop it, the first thing is that we should get the right people into the right positions within society. Get the right people. By right, I mean people who have an understanding of Islam, people who will not sell their faith, people who can be ambassadors towards Islam, but at the same time be not afraid to represent the views of the people, of their own community, of their Shia brothers that are abroad, that are being faced with death on a daily basis. And looking at the current statistics, from what I can ascertain, in the whole UK, does anyone know how many Shias we have? Any ideas? Any round? Because I don't know. I'm just hoping someone will try. We have thousands. We have Shias in the thousands. Maybe 30,000, 40,000 just in London. And across the city. Across the country. If we say there's a ballpark figure of about 80 to 100,000 Shias, maybe I'm underestimating, we have 7 Shia councillors in the whole UK. 7. Only. We have, as far as I know, no MPs and no MEPs, members of European Parliament. How is it that for decades we've wanted our ideas and our message to be carried forward, our ideals to be heard, yet we have no one from our own that can actually do something? Lobbying only takes you so far, brothers and sisters. Believe me, I've been in this situation when you're lobbying for something, if you don't believe in it, if you don't feel the connection to it, you put it aside. People write to you. They say, oh, I have this issue, that issue. If you don't have that link, you don't feel it. The only way that society will change, and the only way that you'll actually get justice for the people in Pakistan or get someone prominent to speak about it is when you become that prominent person. Before that, there's no one that's going to come and support you. So who will do it? Don't worry, I'm not asking for a show of hands. But who will do it? Who will step up to the plate? Because whoever does will need to have point number 2 that I'm about to mention, and that is the ability to sacrifice. Who has the ability to sacrifice? Who will sacrifice their wants, their desires, their dreams, their aspirations for the greater good of the Shia nation? Will I? No, but I've got a career to think about. My children have got to go to med school. Who will make that sacrifice? Is altruism truly dead within our society? It's easy to say, I don't have the time. I've done my bit when I was younger, and now it's time for me to take a rest. The fact of the matter is, Islamically, our duties are never over. Our duties remain as strong as they were, and our responsibilities are still upon us from the time we were youths, right until the time we're ready to leave this world. Responsibilities never moved. Who will step out of their comfort zone? Said Ali al-Azhar just before spoke about that colonial mentality that is still deep within us. That as soon as someone white comes, black people, he's going to know what he's talking about. He's white. Whereas in reality, that isn't the case. We fear being able to speak our minds. But when we understand these points, we'll be able to forward our aim. And the third thing which we require, after getting the right people in the positions, having those people that will make the sacrifices for the faith, for the deen, for their Shia brothers across the world, the third thing we need is unity. We're good at making groups and organizations, but actually coming under and starting to work with someone else. I would rather make my own group than work with someone else. We split our resources. We have so many, there's only a few of us, and yet we have a million different groups. We split our resources and then expect everyone else to contribute to it so we can better the cause of the Imam, better the state of the Shia. But yet I'm not willing to sit on the table with someone else from another organization. Every Shahr Ramadan I come and I recite dua istitah. I'm raising my hands and I'm saying, oh Allah, gather my flock, gather our flock through him, i.e. the Imam. Stitch together our separation through him, which is the Imam. Increase our numbers through him. The dua is telling us the aim, the unifying force is the Imam. But for me, the disuniting force is the Imam. Because I say, no, I know what the cause of the Imam is. Better than this person. We have hundreds of organizations, all vying for the funding. TV channels, mashallah, they're getting more and more. Vying for our attention. No one wants to work together. Everybody's working for the Imam, but yet how can you all work for the Imam when you're all working against each other? Unity is what is needed. Unity is what is needed. me, I raise my hands symbolically and I cry during Shahr Ramadan. Ya Allah, Allahumma inna nashku ilayka faqda nabiyyina